You text her, and hours go by before she replies. You ask her to hang out, she's busy. You're putting in effort, but she's giving you crumbs. Sound familiar? That ends today, because I'm about to reveal 7 powerful psychology triggers that flip this entire dynamic. These aren't games, they're how female attraction actually works. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make her think about you, non-stop. Let's begin. Psychology trick 1. Be unpredictable with your availability. Most men make the fatal mistake of being too available. She texts, you reply instantly. She calls, you drop everything. She wants to hang out, you clear your schedule. Guess what that signals? That your time isn't valuable. And in female psychology, predictability kills desire. If she can predict your every move, there's no tension, no mystery, no spark. Here's what to do instead. Sometimes reply fast. Sometimes wait a few hours. Sometimes be free this weekend. Sometimes you're swamped for the next 2 weeks. When she can't read your pattern, she becomes curious. Curiosity turns into tension. And tension builds attraction. That unpredictability keeps you on her mind, wondering what you're doing and who you're doing it with. She can't categorize you, and that drives her wild. Psychology trick 2. Give validation, then pull it back. Women crave validation from men they're attracted to. But too much of it? It loses its impact. Too little of it? She assumes you're not interested. The real power lies in the rhythm. Tell her something genuine, a compliment that actually means something. Then, next time, tone it down. Be neutral. Not cold, just not overeager. Suddenly she's thinking, did I say something wrong? Why does he feel different this time? You're in her head. Now she's chasing the same warmth she once felt. This works because female psychology is wired to pursue what feels slightly out of reach. The moment your attention becomes uncertain, it becomes valuable. Psychology trick 3. Display high value without saying a word. Attraction isn't about bragging. It's about quiet confidence. Women are drawn to men that others respect, men with status and self-assurance. But when you talk too much about your achievements, you look like you're trying to prove something. Instead, let your value be discovered. Don't tell her what you're good at. Let her see it naturally. Don't talk about who you know. Let her meet those people organically. Female psychology is drawn to men who have value, but don't announce it. That's confident humility. And when she discovers your worth on her own, it hits deeper, because she feels like she found something rare. That sense of discovery creates obsession. Psychology trick 4. Create emotional peaks and valleys. Flat emotions don't build connections. Intensity does. Women don't bond through logic. They bond through emotional variety. So take her on a roller coaster of experiences. Moments of excitement and laughter, followed by quiet, intimate stillness. Be playful, then serious. Challenge her, then comfort her. You're giving her a full emotional spectrum, and that's what sticks. Every peak, every valley, every laugh, every pause releases chemicals in her brain that link you with those intense feelings. And the more emotional memory she associates with you, the harder it becomes for her to forget you. Emotionally intense equals memorable. Memorable equals obsession. Psychology trick 5. Show interest, then return to your mission. This is where most men lose the frame. They meet a woman they like, and suddenly, she becomes their world. They chase. They overtext. They make her their mission. That's the fastest way to lose her respect. Here's the truth. Women respect men with direction. They crave men who have purpose beyond them. So show her genuine interest, make her feel desired, and then pull back to focus on your goals. Let her see that she's important, but not your entire reason for waking up. That balance is what drives her crazy. She wants to earn your attention now, and that pursuit is what keeps you living rent-free in her mind. If this is making sense so far, hit subscribe right now, because the next 2 tricks separate men who get played from men who get chased. Psychology trick 6. Stay emotionally unreactive to tests. Women test men, always. It's not malicious, it's instinct. She'll throw small challenges your way, start tiny arguments, or make playful digs, just to see how you respond. Most men fail because they get emotional. They argue, defend, explain, overreact. But here's the psychological power move. Stay calm. unshaken, unbothered. When she tries to stir the pot, smile. Acknowledge her, but don't get pulled into her storm. Female psychology is magnetized by emotional strength. When you don't flinch, she feels your masculine energy. That's control. That's composure. That's what creates respect. And respect is the foundation of attraction. The calmer you are, the more she tests, and the more she finds herself hooked. Psychology trick 7. Leave while it's still good. Here's the most counterintuitive rule of attraction. Always end interactions on a high note. Most men overstay. The date's going great, so they keep it going, until it gets dull. The conversation is electric, so they stretch it, until the spark fades. But female psychology works differently. You want to leave her wanting more. End the call first. Leave the date while she's still laughing. Say you have somewhere to be when the energy's still high. That unfinished feeling creates a gap in her mind. She was having fun, and suddenly, you're gone. Now her brain wants closure. And that's when she starts replaying the moment, over and over. Leaving at the peak makes every interaction stick. And that anticipation becomes obsession. Listen carefully. These 7 psychology tricks work, but only if you're already building yourself into a high-value man. You can't fake it. You can't trick your way into attraction. These principles only amplify what's already real. Work on yourself. Pursue your goals. Strengthen your mind. Because when you embody genuine value, these tactics don't just attract women. They inspire respect. So, which of these 7 tricks are you going to apply first? Drop the number in the comments below. And remember, female psychology responds to strength, purpose, and mystery. Master those 3, and she won't be able to stop thinking about you.